expected to be involved in politics. And anything like this, I certainly never expected to have the last name Trump. I'll give you guys a quick background as to how I ended up here today, because it's kind of a crazy story, and sometimes I don't even believe it. I grew up in southeastern North Carolina. Oh, we got some North Carolina folks, okay. Some of y'all don't know, that's okay. You can visit North Carolina, it's a good state. I grew up there, I moved to New York 16 years ago, actually, to go to culinary school. And I went out one night with some friends and met a guy named Eric Trump. Now let me tell you guys, I didn't know who Eric Trump was when I met him. But don't tell my husband that, he's right over here. I just knew I'm 5'11", and with these heels on, I'm probably 6'2" or 6'3", and there was one guy in the entire place that was taller than I was with heels on, and it happened to be Eric Trump, okay? We got married in 2014, and then my father-in-law famously decided to come down the Golden Escalator in Trump Tower in 2015 and announced he was running for president of the United States. And before that day, this is the kind of man that Donald Trump is. And coming into this family as a total outsider, as somebody who didn't grow up in New York, didn't have ties to anybody with a famous last name. I came from a middle-class family in North Carolina. I can tell you guys the truth, because I know. When I came into the Trump family, I was welcomed with open arms. My father-in-law could not have been more warm, kinder to me, and more welcoming to somebody who really, he didn't even know at all. Initially, when I first started dating Eric, he was so generous with me. And so much so, that after, so I'll get back to that, before he decided to run for president, he came to all of us and he sat down and he said, listen, this is not just about me. This is about all of us as a family. Because they're gonna come after us, and I have to let you guys know what's about to happen. See, he knew. He knew that if you fought the good fight, he knew if you did the things that were necessary in order to turn this country back around, they were gonna come after him. He knew that if you tried to do it without the help of the establishment, if you tried to expose the swamp, they were gonna come after him. And he said, I need to know that all of you guys are on board for that. Of course, we were like, oh my gosh, yeah, that sounds awesome. Little did we know. He said, we're gonna find out who our true friends are, and boy did we. And he knew something that day when he sat all of us down. He knew it would be a fight, and he had to know that we were ready for it. And I gotta tell you guys, we have been there by his side every single step of the way. As a family. I have never been prouder to be part of a family than I am as proud as I am to be a part of the Trump family. I could never be prouder to be part of any other family, I'll tell you that. And it's pretty amazing because none of us had any experience in politics, shocker, including my father-in-law, which is what made him so appealing to so many people, I think, in 2015 and 2016, right? I'm tired of the establishment. And I flew with him down to my home state of North Carolina for a rally. And he was very unhappy with something in the state, and he did what he does. And anybody who's heard stories about Donald Trump, you'll hear stories like this. He'll sit down and get your opinion on things and really drill you on some different topics. And he was asking me about the state, what I thought of this, what I thought of that, and I was just telling him. And the next thing I knew, he kind of sat back and looked at me. He's like, oh no, this could either be really bad, or maybe really good, I don't know. He looks at me and he goes, I want you to win North Carolina for me. Could you do that? Could you win North Carolina for me? Of course, I was like, oh my gosh, obviously, yeah, that's easy. And then I got off the plane and I called Eric and I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I think your dad put me in charge of the state of North Carolina. I tell you this story to tell you the kind of person Donald Trump is. If you look back at his companies and you see the people who were executives at the Trump organization today, they started out as doormen, as drivers, as security guards. But Donald Trump saw something in them, the same thing he saw in me that day on the plane. I had no experience, I had no business doing anything with the state of North Carolina, quite frankly, despite what I told him. But he knew that I had something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And he did that, and guess what? We won the state of North Carolina in 2016. We won the state of North Carolina in 2020. I don't know, I guess I gotta pull one more out of my hat, guys. We're gonna win it in 2024 as well. But that's the kind of man that Donald Trump is. That's how I started getting involved in the campaign. And after that one incident with my father-in-law, I used to work at a place called Inside Edition. I went in the next day to my boss. I said, I think I need a leave of absence for like 3 months. Little did I know, I never went back to work there. We got on a bus, we traveled across this country, we started Women for Trump. Where are my Women for Trump in here today? Okay? Yes. Ladies, you weren't supposed to like Donald Trump, though. I don't understand. You mean you like safety and security? You mean you like more money in your pocket? You mean you like lower taxes, a secure border, peace through strength? You like all that, ladies? Okay. Because all of you ladies in this room are smart. You didn't need anybody on any TV network to tell you anything. You decided for yourself. And look where we are today. We have people on the left who are telling you that if you are a woman, you have to compete against a man in the sports arena. Right? You have people out there who claim to be the party of women, taking women's rights away day by day. You guys were ahead of the curve, but a lot of women are waking up because of that too. Don't kid yourselves. So guys, where are we right now? Here we are, it's May of 2023. Tell you what, it's gonna be an interesting campaign cycle, isn't it? I mean, there is nothing like Donald Trump running for president. They need him back, right? The TV stations all need him back. Did anyone watch the CNN town hall? I didn't know you could win a town hall until I watched my father-in-law win a town hall. And the best is the people on the left who claim that everyone should have a voice. We should give everyone a place to speak. Of course, they mean that only for their side. And unless it's Donald Trump going on CNN and then they're in hysterics over it, how can they possibly do this? And you can tell the whole time, bless her heart, the moderator. That's what we say in North Carolina, bless her heart. Y'all know what that means.
We all know what that means.
She tried to get him.
She tried, it's so hard.
He didn't fall for it. And then the audience was so nice to him, you could tell how upset she was. So bless her little heart for that. But man, if you win that town hall, I'm ready to see more of that. Right?
Yeah.
Do we think Joe Biden is going to do a town hall?
No.
Do we think Joe Biden is going to be in the basement again?
Yes.
Cycle with the hula hoops?
With the hula
Like 10
hoops.
hula hoops. Here's how I know. Listen. People tell you a lot of stuff about the 2020 election. Eric Trump and I were out campaigning all across this country. And I will tell you, we went places here in America where we had thousands of people who would come out to see us. Joe Biden would have a rally, quote unquote, down the street, 10 hula hoops with 10 people in it. You tell me 81 million people voted for Joe Biden, okay?
Right?
I don't think so, guys.
No, come on.
We're not going to see Joe Biden on a debate stage. We're not going to see Joe Biden in a town hall. We'll be lucky if we see Joe Biden at all between now and November of 2024. I'm kind of shocked he declared he's running, but he probably doesn't remember that at this point. So we'll give him a pass on that. But guys, we always say it's the most consequential election. This is the most important election. But we all know this is the most important election. And I want to tell all of you in this room, thank you. Thank you for believing in my father-in-law. Thank you for fighting for this country. Thank you for standing up and using your First Amendment freedom of speech to speak your mind and let people know where you stand. say, the more it stops and makes them think, maybe I should start speaking out too. Maybe I should start wearing my red MAGA hat too around, okay? The goal, of course, within the mainstream media, the goal on the left, is to try and get us not to do that. They don't want us talking. We've seen them suppress our rights on all different forms of social media. I mean, shout out to Elon Musk. At least he was trying to give us a little something back there, right? Thank goodness. We got a couple. But truly, it takes each and every one of us. You guys are the cavalry. I'll guarantee you, my family and I will be out in full force. I can't believe we're doing it again. We're doing it a third time, campaigning. All across this country, fighting the good fight. Because it was important to me in 2016, because I believed in my father-in-law, and I believed in his vision for America. Don't forget, this is a guy, Donald Trump, who famously in the Oprah interview back in the 80s, when she asked him, would you ever consider running for president of the United States? He said, only if I felt we had no other option. He knew it. This was the time. 2016 was the time. 2020 came around, and now we know. Look at the way they're weaponizing every system they have against this one man. Look at them throwing everything they have at him, and you wonder why. It's because they know what we all know. There is one man who can bring this country back. There is one man who can stand up to the swamp. There is one man who can save the United States of America.
Amen.
They know it. The crazy part is, the more they throw at him, the more we all see right through them. They're only hurting themselves. They're only making him stronger. They're only inspiring more people to come out and vote for him in 2024. And I'll tell you guys, that is what's going to happen. So I truly want to say thank you. Keep doing what you do. We will keep doing what we do. We're going to fight alongside you all the way to the ballot box on November 2024. And we're going to take back the White House. We're going to take back the Senate. We're going to keep the House. And we're going to take back America, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys. God bless you all.
Was so awesome.
Who's
the next speaker? And happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there, which I am one as well.
You want to go that way to go backstage.
All right.
If you want a backstage pass.
Ciao for now. I'm headed over to Facebook.
Not that you would do that, but other people would try that. So if you want a backstage pass, go this way.